Good day. Welcome to my page once again today. So in today's video, we're looking at one of the problems from Jamb past question. This is Jamb 2013. So we have a problem here. The resultant of two forces is 50 Newton. If the forces are perpendicular to each other, and one of them makes an angle of 30 degrees with the resultant, find its magnitude. So to get the magnitude of the force that makes an angle of 30 degrees with the resultant. So for us to solve this, we have to know that each of those forces is a component of the resultant. So a resultant vector can be broken down into vertical component and horizontal component. Let's say we have a force here. This is the resultant force. So the resultant force can be split into the vertical component, which we can call it as Fy. This is the force. Then we can also get the horizontal component, which we can call Fx. So if here is the angle made by F with the horizontal, then we can see from trigonometry that if we drop a vertical here down to this place, so we have an angle of 90 degrees, this is a right angle triangle. This side of the triangle represents the horizontal component, while this side of the triangle represents the vertical component. So here is Fy, the y component, and here represents what? Fx. So you see, for us to find the horizontal component, Fx is equal to F cos theta. And how do we do to get that? You can see that here is the adjacent. Here is the opposite. Here is the hypotenuse. So from trigonometric ratio, we know that cos theta is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So here, this is our adjacent, this is our hypotenuse. So we can have it to be that cos theta is equal to Fx over F. So if you make Fx the subject, we have Fx equal to F cos theta. So that's how we got this. So this represents the horizontal component of the force, the resultant. Then Fy, by a similar approach, Fy will be equal to F sine theta. Here, the Fy represents the vertical component, which is the opposite. So we have that sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse. So if sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse, so we can simply say that sine theta is Fy over F. So Fy becomes F sine theta. So these are the two components of the resultant vector. The two components of this resultant force are these. So for us to solve this problem, you have to know that the component of the resultant that bears the angle will always take cosine. Then the other side will take sine. So you see here in this diagram here, the horizontal component bears the angle, makes the angle with the resultant. So that component will take cosine. Then the remaining one will take what? Sine. So if I shift this angle to this side such that the angle is made with the vertical component, then this thing will be interchanged. Here will have to be what? Our Fy. And here will become what? The horizontal component. So they will have to switch position if the angle switches position. So what is the key point there? The key point there is the component that bears the angle takes cosine, then the other side takes what? Sine. So let's return this back the way it is. Then that means we have x and we have what? Y. So having known this now, we can go straight to solve the problem having known this. So in order to solve the question on the board here, we're going to put the resultant is 15 Newton. So here is 15 Newton. And except if the forces are perpendicular to each other and one of them, so it's either this that makes the angle or it is this one that makes the angle. So wherever we put the angle is totally up to us. So if I put 30 degrees here, that means I will have to look for the horizontal component. If I put 30 degrees here, then I will have to look for the vertical component. So let's put 30 degrees here. So we have to look for here. So this is the component that we'll be looking for. So we're going to use that this component fx now is going to be f sine theta. So, and that will be equal to our fx now. Let's remove this. Our fx will be equal to 50, since the resultant is 50, cos 30. What is cos 30? Cos 30 is 0.8660 or 0.866. So I think if you multiply this, you are going to have 57.7 Newton. So that gives us the resultant, the force that makes the angle of 30 degrees the resultant as 57.7. I trust you enjoyed the video. If you did, click the like button and share with your friends. See you in my next video.